Okay, hello guys. Let's talk about the mess that is this New Year's event. So, for those of you that don't know, I don't normally keep up with much of the posts and such from wargaming revolving events. I'm more interested in upcoming ships when I'm digging through their Facebook on their development blog and such. So when I actually sat down and actually dug through all of the event stuff, I gotta say this isn't looking too good. And it's not just me. There's backlash from all over the community, and it's obvious as to why. Now, the of course the biggest upset of this catastrophe is the Puerto Rico and the grind. For that, I got my dosage of that yesterday. And just to be absolutely 100% clear on where I stand with the Puerto Rico, because I'm not sure if I just wasn't clear enough in yesterday's video, the whole Puerto Rico event was an excellent idea, but executed in like the worst way possible. The build up to it made it look like we were all going to be able to easily grind for a tier 10. And again, like easily grind like something that the average player can do. But when it was released, you either had to pay $240, $250 for it, or basically do nothing else except play Warships for the entire time of the holidays, which is unacceptable. It is a stupid decision, and they've tried to do some damage con on it now by saying, oh, we intended this to be for the top 1% that they can actually do this. But the people that can actually do this say that they probably wouldn't do it in the first place because they would literally have to no-life the game. And that's one of the biggest issues, and that's just stupid. And it's a ridiculous thing that the Puerto Rico came to this. Now the ship itself is actually quite decent, but it's not worth the grind or the money you have to put into it to get it. If it would have been something that we all could have just got over maybe the course of like 5 months or 6 months, it would have been much better. Or heck, they should just give us the whole year and said, here, if you work hard this year, and well, you wouldn't have to work hard if they made it the whole year. If you play the game a lot, you will eventually receive this as our gift for 2020 for the start of a new decade. It would have been the perfect thing to do with the Puerto Rico. But instead they made it this insane, just no-life grind that you have to do to get it if you don't want to pay any money for it. But anyway, that's that out of the way. That's all I'm going to say about the Puerto Rico, because Puerto Rico is a hot topic right now. The rest of the event, though, isn't much better. The long-awaited heroic German commander, Lucian's, was finally added into... I'd probably butchered his name. I apologize if I did that. But Lucian's was finally added to the game. But lo and behold, he's cost 175,000 coal for one commander. It's a heroic commander, and he does look pretty good for destroyers and for battleships, German battleships as well. But my god, 175,000 coal. What? That's very close to how much I paid for Salem back in the day. Salem was like 180,000 coal. I'm trying to save up for the Thunderer, for the Yoshino, and then Lucian's comes out. I really want Lucian's, I really do, and I'm probably am going to get him. But that's a little high for a commander, don't you think, Wargaming? I mean, maybe 100,000 coal, 175? Dang. And that really should have thrown up a red flag when I saw that, because I did see that on day one. I guess it just didn't click with me because I was trying to deal with the Puerto Rico and such. But on top of that, just the containers this year too, they're more expensive than the containers from last year. And trust me, I know how much those friggin' containers cost last year. They because I was trying to get the Missouri last year. I spent $700 trying to get the Missouri. And a lot of you are going, well, no wonder he paid $240 for the Puerto Rico. But yes, with the Missouri, I was getting all these other premium ships. I think I got like 20 or 30 premium ships altogether. I saw it as one big investment into my channel, and I reviewed a lot of those ships. I use those ships in videos now, and I saw it as more content for the channel, and I've since earned that money back with the channel. And plus all the balloons and coal I got from spending that much money too helped out as well to get more ships for the channel. But that's much more expensive. And then you have this whole event was, I think they really dropped the ball on this one. It just seems like they took the meaning of Christmas and like reversed it from where, you're supposed to give a gift to everyone else. Instead, they're like, no, we want you to give us the gift of money. And I understand Wargaming is a company and the game is free to play and they need to make some money, but it just really seems like they're really trying to squeeze everything out of us for this event. And for people that may not know, I'm not a community contributor, because a lot of people were saying that yesterday. I'm not a community contributor. I don't get jack from Wargaming. I just enjoy the game. I make videos for the game, and I voice my opinions on the game because I do like the game. It's one of the most unique games out there. There's maybe a handful of games like Wood Warships, and most of them have usually tried to copy Wood Warships. But I love the game, and that's why I make videos for it. I'm not being endorsed by Wargaming or anything. I'm not supported by Wargaming. I'm my own thing, and there's that. So all that being said, this event does worry me because it really shows Wargaming is just really trying to squeeze the money out of everybody. And that's not good for your player base. And is any of this really, is any of this necessary? Do you need to get Lucians? No. Do you need to get the Puerto Rico? No. None of it's really necessary to having a good time in the game. It's just that appearance is everything, and this appears like Wargaming is just trying to nickel and dime us eventually. And again, you don't have to do any of this. They're not forcing you to do this, and it's not like that Puerto Rico is this amazing ship that it's Stalingrad 2.0. It's not. If anything, it's Alaska 0.5. Alaska's better than the Puerto Rico. Honestly, it is. Alaska's guns are far more accurate. The ship's far more nimble. Puerto Rico, the only thing it's really good for is I guess HE spamming, because it does have 12 guns and it does have a decent chance of starting a fire on each shell, but again, it's not like Smolensk HE spam. It's just kind of like an overgrown Alaska that's HE's pretty decent on it, but that's about it. It's not worth the grind. It's not worth the money and all of this. And the Santa containers too, they're trying to get you to buy those to of course get those rare ships that have thus been removed from the store. And again, it's not worth it in my opinion. I mean, because it's gambling pretty much with your money on what you're going to get. I bought the $50 of the big Santa containers. I got like a tier 5 and a tier 8 premium, which okay, I got my money back there. But the rest of it was just like flags, camo, flags. Here's a bit of the blooms. Here's a bit of coal. And again, not really worth it. And I mean, they could really make a lot of money if they just like slash the prices of these containers in, heck, not even half. If they just cut it down to like another 15, because I know on the store it's like, oh, here's this, and I had to laugh when I saw this one package on stream last night. It was like, here's the freaking everything package for like $240. It was like the Gorzovia and like, what was it, like 50 mega Santa containers and a ton of doubloons and credits and stuff. It was like $240 altogether, and they had slashed it down to like $190, so it's still $200. And it's like, okay, Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the other people that bought Puerto Rico are probably going to go for that one too. But, man, yeah. But this whole event's just been a mess in my opinion, and I don't know if they can really save it from now. The only thing that they could do to save it would be like cut down on the cost of Lucians. And I do know that they do have the Snowflake event going on, especially with someone like me, who I just have a crap ton of ships. I can probably get Lucians fairly. I mean, I probably can't get them like this week, but over the break, I'll probably eventually get them anyway, but still, the price is probably going to stick after this event ends, and someone who comes in later, they want solutions, going to spend one hell of a grind going for them. And it just seems like they're just trying to get us to spend money on boosters and stuff and buying containers to get more coal, to get more. I don't know if you can buy the shipbuilding containers. I don't think you can. I think that you do just have to like log in every day to get. Well, they're trying to get you to buy the boosters for the Puerto Rico anyway. So, and again, is any of this? Do you need to do any of this to have a good time in the game? No. But for those of us that was looking forward to all of these things at the end of the year, and now we realize that it's going to be a pain to get all this stuff if you even want to get any of it. It sucks. It really does. And honestly, if the Puerto Rico incident didn't happen, I don't think it would have been that big of a deal. I think that is kind of just the pinnacle of this whole mindset that wargaming seems to be in right now. This, you either do the super grindy thing or pay for it, because the past events for all these new lines that they've been introducing, it's been the same thing. It's here's a new resource, grind for it. You may get a chance of getting this ship. Rinse, wash, repeat. The Italian event was like that. The French destroyer event was like that. I'm sure the upcoming British heavy cruiser event is going to be like that. And it's just what they're doing now, trying to get you to spend more money on containers and more money on this and that. And as an average player, it's not really appealing to me. But again, you don't have to participate in it if you don't want to, so there is that. But for those of us that have been here for some time, you know, it just does seem like wargaming is just trying to get more greedy and greedy and greedy. But again, it's a business. It's a free-to-play game. They got to make money somewhere. I guess just selling premium ships wasn't enough for them, so they're trying to do it this way now, and that seems to be what's going on, and that is my take on it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think this whole New Year's event, holiday event, Christmas event, whatever you want to call it, has just been a disaster and a shit show, or do you think it's really not that bad? It's being blown out of proportion? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video today, guys, please drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We are on our way to 7,000 subscribers. We are just over the halfway point now, which means we are under 500 subs away from our goal. It's been an awesome period of growth on the channel for the past couple of months, guys. I am really tired. I'm recording this after last night's stream, which was a blast, even though we did have a bit of a connection issue there. But anyway, guys, hope you have a great Saturday, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one.